Hey, look, we're back. Where we last left off, we had just gotten the last piece we needed to get off this planet, and all it cost was, you know, the safety of this, the safety and power of this city. I do like how I feel like I picked the right option, but I do like how it doesn't feel like the eponymously. I don't probably didn't say that right. The just outright best option, you know. It feels like you did the right thing, but you did the right thing, but it almost feels like the wrong thing, kind of. Because, you know, morality and just doing the right thing isn't just that morally gray. Eh. I do hope these guys are able to make it in the long run, though. So how's everyone's day going? Mine's going pretty okay. Ugh. Why am I getting some... Oh, okay, there we go. I kind of going to... No, I'm not going to massacre everybody. Even though I do kind of want to see how easy or hard it would be if I did, you know? They can be... Not every challenge needs to be solved with a gun. They can be handled with negotiation or subterfuge or a big hammer. But yeah, how's everyone's day doing? Mine's going okay. My voice is still a little bit raspy from the con, but overall I'm doing okay-ish. Okay. Let's actually just... Oh, wait, really? Huh. I guess I don't have a quick travel point to this place. Oh, but I didn't miss any quests, though. I probably did. Who am I kidding? This seems like one of those games where you are going to miss a lot of things, especially in your first playthrough. Or almost run into enemies.
Heads down.
You really didn't see that? You are blind, bad, and dead.
Oh, wow. Not even a scratch.
Yeah, because they're blind, bad, and dead. So what's going on in the video game industry? Oh, Blizzard. I know I'm probably a little bit late to get on this, but their non-apology about what they did is just frankly pathetic, you know? It's actually pathetic. Oh, we don't like when our employees make political statements. Wearing an LTBG tag while he's saying that. I'm not saying I have anything against LGBT or that community, but the fact he's like, oh, we don't want our employees making political statements while making a political statement. Oh, we allow our employees and stuff to have free speech and speak their minds.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
You've never been on a ship before?
I worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Oh, that's so mean. You just met me. Why would you want to go into space with a stranger?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I had my misgivings about Miss McDevitt and the deserters, but you took pity on them and sent power to their garden even though you knew Mr. Thompson would hate you for it. All this time, you've been determined to get your regulator back, get your ship up and running, and cut a path out of this place. And well, I want in.
I kind of want to see what that one does, but I'm not going to do that. You really want out of Edgewater that badly, huh?
Not much of an Edgewater left to go back to.
Fair enough.
My whole life's been small. I realized that when you walked into town. I've been seeing the same faces every day, the same sky, the same stars. Then I saw this ship. This gorgeous, stately lady with her eyes turned skyward, and I made up my mind to come along with you.
Okay, I'm going to select this option just to see what it does, and then I'm immediately going to obviously invite her. I'm not interested in her body. Goodbye.
Oh. I thought... Never mind, I got it. You won't see hide nor hair.
Oh, this is so sad.
So long, Captain.
No, 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 no. That's so sad. I would never select that option. You could like see the sadness in their eyes. Oh my god. You did not have to program that in, Obsidian. God, no. Parvati, you are more than welcome to come along. You are an absolute treasure and a treat, and it would be my honor to have you along with me. Oh god, I've never felt so bad saying no to a companion. Ugh. But yeah, Blizzard offered that non-apology to Blitz Chung. Oh yeah. And they were outright lying about the things they said too. Just trying to save face. Like, at this point, I'd have more respect for Blizzard if they just said, "Oh yeah, we care more about China's money than we do about morals." I would legitimately have more respect for them at this point, because at least they're not like trying to sugarcoat and dance around and trying to play both sides. Just say that you want China's money more than you want care about the morals of people. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. And it'll be fine. With how many people who still attend BlitzCon, it just shows that you can basically do whatever you want, Blizzard, and no one's gonna fault you. Well, people are gonna fault you for it, but not enough people are gonna fault you for it that it's actually gonna matter. So just say it. Just say that you care more about money than morals, and be done with it at this point. I'd respect you more. As it currently stands, I'm never buying one of your products ever again. Good luck in the future. You'll be fine, but still.
Is this... Oh, Edgewater won't.
The deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice.
You've always had the choice.
I want to ask you something, and if you ever need...
I'd be glad to have you along. Big cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Oh, Parvati, you are the most adorable thing ever. I just want to give you a little hug.
Yeah, huh?
We'll talk later. You are adorable. You know that, Parvati? Alright, let's get inside. Now that we finally got our power regulator.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
You do that, Vicar.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
I'd like to know more about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Uh-huh. Violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it.
I like killing
I
things.
grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they part of you when you became a vicar at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Then what's this plan you keep talking about?
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe.
Is the answer 42?
Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it then, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me, though.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping him recover more of the... Oh god, and I wouldn't turn him... I'm not gonna turn the man who saved me. I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Just because it's the right thing to do.
A commendable attitude.
Tell me again about the book you picked up that's in French.
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Remind me, what are your thoughts on philosophists? God, I'm so bad at saying words!
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Anytime I think of the OSI, I think of the OSI from Venture Brothers. Any ideas where you can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
A former what now?
You caught me. Listen, the OSI frowns on fraternization with philosophists. I'd like to keep my associations with our scholar friend quiet.
Seriously? Only one guy in this whole colony that can translate French?
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
I mean, why not? I'm the captain here. Only I get to be a smartass.
1,000 pardons, my good captain.
No, wait, no.
I thought we were engaging in witty repartee. Now, as far as tracking down this scholar, we should start.
God, this writing's great.
It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend? Actually, no. How is that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Okay, so how will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Sounds good, let's go.
Thank you, Captain. I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
So let's talk about this personal quest of yours.
Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker?
Remind me why you want to do that again?
If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal in security, I can easily hack into their arrivals and departures registry. That'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifests for every registered ship. I'll comb the
Okay, so there's just more of the same. Alright. Hey.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Why must you do this to me?
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm not sure why I got my gun out. Now, how am I not being, like, set on fire by being this close to an engine? Oh, hi, Parvati. She's such an absolute delight. I'm going to enjoy my time with her. You know what? Now that I'm here, though, let me... Is there, like, a place I can store my stuff? Oh, cool. Here, we'll climb down the ladder animation. Sealed... Sealed. 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 Yeah, is there like any place I can just like set my stuff down at? Like a disposal of some kind? Like any kind of cabinet or anything at all to just set stuff down? Not that it appears. Wait. Yes! I do want to do this. So let's get my... Let's get this to 20. Let's get this to 25 of everything. Let's get that to 20. And let's put the rest into gun. Actually, no. Let's get this to 25. And then now let's put the rest into guns. Okay, that's better. Kind of wish I didn't put all my stuff in the melee early on. Especially now that I'm not using melee. Okay. Sprint speed. Walk speed. Recharge. Okay. Ow. Tinker. Old reliable upgrade. Plasma rifle upgrade. Repair this. And this. Oh, I don't have the parts to repair it. Go to breakdown. This. And this. Then repair. Okay. I believe we're all set. I really do hope there is a place to set down my equipment,
What
though.
can I do for you, Captain?
Can I, like, store... I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Acceptable.
I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Alright, let's get out of here, then. I really don't like that my ship's sparking. This doesn't seem safe. There's little paddles? Why? Okay. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. And after what, 4 or 5 episodes, we're just finally not getting into outer space? While affected by status effect, you can see an icon on the top upper left.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Eh.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Cool.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together.
No pressure.
None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
I'm getting so many Venture Brothers vibes from this game. The mighty Monarch! Can I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
Alright, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
That's where I'll be able to store my stuff. You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned this thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this? Can't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Did they just throw shade at their old game? Because in Fallout New Vegas, that's literally what you did. You wanted to blend in with the powder gangers, put on a powder ganger suit. Wanted to be an NCR person, put on an NCR suit. Wanted to just hang with Caesar's Legion, put on an Caesar's Legion suit. How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
That's not how that works. People will actually fall for this? Seems far-fetched.
Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook
Ada,
the
please blink.
unexpected.
Please.
Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
I put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Not gonna lie, I don't fully trust Phineas either. Like, he doesn't seem bad. Okay. He doesn't seem bad, but I don't feel like I can trust him 100%, you know? Wait, why can't I hack this? Why can I... What's in this? Why do I need to use a lockpick on my own lockers? Strange. Hey. Ooh. Sentry Saber. There we go. I knew there'd be something like this. Okay. Shock stick. And blade of stick. Blade on. Oh, blade on stick. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Hawthorne unread messages. From you, Bedford. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message. Silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of your favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around your space buddies. Hope it'll amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Oh, that's sweet. He's dead now. Archive messages. Udom, Wingman's Wingman Bedford. To Alex, Wingman Hawthorne. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. Hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the by, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network from Tate's little tidbits, and noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that the idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful. I look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Your best friend, Udom. I don't know where you were raised, but I'm a hazard to guess it may have been a barn. And because anyone with a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unfamiliarly rude to ignore the ardent, sincere message of one's friend. Please respond. Hello, hello. This finds you well. I hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impending mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Aha, just like your ship. I hope that you've given some thought to that thing we discussed. You know, about the Wells fellow. I'm so sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling you really do know him. And it would just tell me where he is, and well, it would be Mars for our friendship. Wouldn't it? Looking forward to seeing you again. Wingman. Dear Alex, hello, Udom here. Udom Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever at Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color, you know, really tie one on. Your new friend, Udom. Weird. Note to self, remember this later. No better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. I mean, continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you ever ask me that? Back to my point. I saw in the actuality with my own two eyes a sublime, powerful weapon in Wells' lap, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were looking away or forgot about it, maybe, or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely, he called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I'd heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of a mind and science cutting edge, but I figured that they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors, more to be had. AH. Titled Hammer Power. Last time I got sloshed, I was biting at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Udom was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly put subtly eavesdropping on two martyrs yammering about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony, like none of us have ever heard of before. But here is the good part. The martyrs said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer power, or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a lab coat, sure fits the bill. It would be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. AH. Log 3, titled Black Market Leads. Why won't Wells just give me the shrink ray to me? Blast him in the depths of the labyrinth of Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize, shutting him down 5 times, but Architect be damned is just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it, thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said he wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he wouldn't entrust someone like me. What does that even mean, I asked? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I use it to wipe out the good hardworking folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psychopath? I'll admit, maintaining some uncrushable association, but I follow a strict core of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to the others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step would be to check the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. So there's special weapons kind of hidden around. Phineas science weapon, Groundbreaker. To UF Bedford. Look, there's no call for shouting. Our terminal is busted. Had a few too many and might have knocked it off the desk. You know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose. I'm not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. But I'm here drinking the Last Hope next time I'm in, and I might forgive you. So this guy was not the most morally upstanding person. That's fine. Holographic Shroud. The holographic shroud projects the disguise on you and your companions that give you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for the area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Okay. Wait, did that just give me enough for a level up? How much EXP am I away from getting a level up? God, I wish I didn't raise this so high. The carrying capacity is nice, though. Oh, I'm literally 4 EXP away? Sure.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Oh, wait, what's this? So like these spores of the puffball cast on the wind and aligning on the fresh soil, we put down new roots. Adelaide. Oh, I get it. So depending on my major choices, I'm going to get different little things to customize my room. That's neat. That's really neat. Okay, let's check this. So here are my options of planets. I have Hephaestus, Typhon, Skella, Olympus, Monarch, and Uranus. And here's Terra 2. That's a beautiful picture of a sun right there. I'll go to finish his lab later. I'm going to head towards the Groundbreaker for right now. Groundbreaker docking bays.
We've arrived.
Visual Choice Traveler. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see other planets in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you unlock, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they are allowed to land there. Moving between planets is considerably dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Yeah,
The
okay.
Groundbreaker.
Let's go.
Can we chat?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Are you asking to leave my crew and join hers?
Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
Sure, we can head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Oh, break time's over. Let's go. So how does it... Oh, there we go. Just about to... Oh, so there's 6 companions. Please tell me one of these 2 is like an animal companion. Okay. And I guess we can continue. When an inhaler finishes off the stack consumables, on your reload itself with another stack of the same type if available. God, I hope we get a non-humanoid companion. That'd be so cool. Blocking, leaping. Oh. And here we are. And I leveled up for landing. Why no level up music? That's stealing. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to spend these points. Let's raise sneak up a little bit. And then put more points into guns. There we go. And now I have a perk. Sure. Max that out. Alright, Parvati. What do you got over here? Oh, you got new perks too. Yeah, sure. Raise up my thing. Oh, no. So that system works for everybody. Interesting. Interesting. Let's Let's see. Do I have anything with better armor than 10? Nope. 16 helmet, though. Actually, I want that helmet. I'm the main character here. Oh, wait, no, I don't want that helmet. Never mind, you can have the helmet. You can have the helmet. Alright, let's see what those upgrades you got are. Sure. One more. God, I'm gonna keep messing that up so much. I'm never not gonna do that, by the way. That's going to keep happening. Apparently you use shotguns. Kinda want you to use this. Bruh. Jane Ellison.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker,
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
I want to give Parvati a hug.
Yeah, huh?
Can I hug you? No, no, come along.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a trick.
Hey.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I'd like to hear your side. What happens?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And then you resolved your differences like adults, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Whoops. Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
That's me, Captain of the Unreliable. Actually, technically, the previous captain died in a horrible accident.
So your ship's got a dark and violent history? This is just too perfect. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I've never caught your name. I love video games.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
I'm gonna do a little more exploring first.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
So Mardettes are the police force around here. I'm not gonna steal any of that.
It's always fucking freezing in the bay.
I mean, you're right next to space, so... Stevedore? What in the world's a stevedore? Oh. Bit cartridge.
Something the matter?
No, I'm good. I'm just trying to explore, get my bearings, understand what's going on here.
Customs and
Ow.
inspection, right this way.
Board approved. Halcyon. Board mandated. Buy now. I can't sell to you guys yet. Oh, I can. Cool. Don't really need any of this. I'll keep that bolter pistol and give it a try. I don't use items like this. The only item I really use is Adreno. I know myself, I'm never going to use these. Double click there, but it's fine. Actually, before we go out, is there anything I want to buy here? Oh, I can't buy this yet. Cannot purchase restricted stock. Cannot purchase restricted stock. Okay. Parvati? Hello? Yeah, you. Oh, there you are. Hey.
Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
What?
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
So I'm stuck here.
Not stuck, per se. You could always throw yourself out the airlock. Of course, then you'd find yourself with an exciting new problem.
I kind of like this guy. Any idea why my ship was impounded? Actually, no. I think that this happens a lot.
Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
Surely this must be some sort of mix-up.
They must have a real big bee in their bonnets, then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can I find a job around here? Actually, no. I'm looking for someone named Gladys. Gladys?
Offense. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
I like this guy. What can you tell me, can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
I want to hug her. How about something long term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm new around here.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
How does a Groundbreaker fit? Wow, I said that horribly badly. That sentence too. So how does a Groundbreaker fit into all that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
There's actually a boardroom somewhere with all the company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Got it.
Glad to help.
I like this guy. He's pretty sincere. I don't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
What do you know about sublight salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
That's all I need to know about work.
All right.
Can you tell me about this Udon Bedford person?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a fun guy.
Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
I agree.
Udon takes it to an unhealthy level.
What do you mean? Seems like there's some tension between the board and the Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
I'm sharp like that.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Why can't Groundbreaker and the board just work together?
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters?
I did,
There's
actually.
no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
I'm glad it terrifies them, those bastards. Keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
Yeah, they would.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
Alright, see you around.
Seeing you.
I like this guy, though. He's honest. He doesn't seem like he's bullshitting me. And he has like a little kind of funny little flair to him. I like it. Oh, I can open this door. Arrivals. Cleo freighter hauling tobaccorn, dues paid. Freelancer, definitely sublight, dues waived. Unreliable business, unknown, impounded. Hawthorne ship, but no Hawthorne. Wonder what happened there. Departures. Freelancer none. Deadbeat out of the rest and go. Insisted once again he's part of the crew, but they acted like they didn't know him. Special choice freighter. Delivery Callahan's new mask. Messages. This is a joke, right? I'm forwarding this around the station. No one thinks you're real. And if you are welcome to the Groundbreaker, asshole. Aren't fists for the cis pigs. You honestly expect me to share a berth with some junker flown by a freelancer? I'm a company man. I demand company accommodations. Auntie Cleo would give you such a withering glare if she saw how you treated her two-time employee of the month? Yes, that's me. You signed a social contract when you gave me clearance to land. I asked for what is mine by right. Room to breathe, a heated burst so I can walk around barefoot and service with a smile. You give me one of the three. I'll give you until I hit send to resuscitate. Do that word, this error. Don't bother, we're on our way. Hey, I landed like 15 minutes ago. This crazy guy with no shoes on has been throwing shit at my rig. Like actual shit. Can I open fire or work? Or what? Ugh, what an asshole. Cross you. If you're caught inside, you'll be shot on sight. Okay.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
You found the ID cards to use the hologram. You'll be now when entering restricted areas. Oh, okay, so it's just an automatic thing.
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who
So
told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
So there is someone that I need to interact with there on that dead planet. We shot on sight. Holographic decides activated. Has been activated, giving you temporary access to the restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out of the more you are interrogated. Got it. I don't have the hacking things for it right now. Five. I have 2. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, that's a neat little feature. So it's just an automatic thing. I don't know how to turn it on or anything. Okay, in that case, we'll come back once we have the pieces for it. Let's look for this chick that she wants to talk to. Mag pick. Ooh. Now this is stealing. Cool. That's 3. I'm very much glad I can just walk through these guys. Hey.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
Yeah, it's not suspicious at all. But these these guys have been so pre-programmed to just listen to what they're told. What
Try
a...
not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
What a beautiful venue. Ad drone.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 nut bar with caramel and tea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
What a beautiful sight, man. Like, god damn. Like, I just want to take a moment back and just step back and just, like, appreciate this all. Like, I understand this is just a ship area, but, like, this is just a really cool thing to just come in on. Like, just the visual embrace of, like, seeing, like, this colony out in the outer reaches of space. It's so cool. Either way, I think for right now, that is a decent place to stop. when we come back, we're going to probably explore this place now that we're out in outer space, you know?
Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded dire.
They call it Monarch now. It's supposed to be a real hellhole. Warlords drumming up marauder squads, blood running in the streets, all kinds of shit.
So it went about as well as everybody expected.
Yep, complete fucking fiasco.
I kind of want to... I want to see if I can jump down. Anyway, on a serious note, I hope everyone watching has a good day, morning, evening, day, or night, wherever you are. But for right now, I'm out. Later. Wait, save first. There we go. Now, later.